Hare Krishna. Can you imagine Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they did kirtan 72 hours continuously. No sleeping, no eating, only chanting. So param dristvani vartante, high pace. In our case, we're so tired now, we have to go and eat something. Yes, this is a high pace. Hare Krishna, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 So nice to be here, feels like again came back home. After long travel, like when traveler or pilgrim coming back home, taking hot bath, taking nice food, and feel relaxed along, coming, seeing his relatives, like that, seems like that. Tapyanta loka tapena, I just said, this material world, so much tapasya, so much fire out there. Not only physical heat, kamagni, krodagni, lobagni, so much heat in this material world. Samsara dava anvali dhalo. It's forest fire, actually. Literally physical fire, spiritual fire, social fire, elections and fighting, parties, war, Ukraine, Russia, Pakistan, India, whatnot, Sector Gaza, so much fire actually out there. But when we come in under the lotus feet, shelter of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, especially Nityananda, we feel cool and relaxed. Nitai pada kamala koti chandra sushitala. Su-shitala. Shitala means very cool. Su-shitala means very cool. That's why we are saying that we're coming to take shelter of lotus feet of the Lord. Yat pada pankaja palasa vilasa bhaktya. Samasrita ye pada pallava plavam. Pallava means boat. And this material ocean blazing fire. Not just fire, just torchlight. Not blazing fire. Very difficult to want to come inside. Sometimes you can see in some factories, they melting some metal, they coming to the dome like this and there's a fire coming from there. So it's melting even stones. Everything melting there, like a lava volcano. Even mountains melted into the liquid, fire. So like that, this material was like that. And in this fire there's one hope only. Blazing dangers out there. But Dhruva Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj? Wonderful prayers actually in Srimad Bhagavatam. He praying, Bhaktir muhuh pravahasam prahvatam tvaime prasango bhuya jananta mahatam amala shayanam Yananja solparam rubhyasanam bababhim nisye bhavad gunakatham ritapanamattha. My dear Lord, in this material world, in this ocean of material existence, there are many, many blazing fires, dangers, like fire like dangers, like sharks, like ready to devour you and eat you and squeeze you. So many sharks of dangers in this world. Anything. So many slips between cup and lips. Anything can happen. Everything frustrating us, isn't it? That's why I wanted to tell you to bring me 2 lighters. Did you have?
Yes.
I don't know whether these lighters will work. Can I have a glass of water?
Yes.
A glass of water, right? We're going, well, I don't know. Let's see. Maybe not. Because I'm supposed to put it inside the water. But this one, not this one. Normal one.
Oh,
Someone is there.
Yeah, this one. Can you open?
yes.
So, in this material world, since you're talking about fire, I thought, what example to show everyone? So this is example. We are inside this fire, but what's the solution? Isn't it? When there is fire in the house and everything inside the fire, and we want to get out from this fire actually, ultimately, outside, where is a cool place. But somebody comes and tells you, okay, don't worry, you're feeling hot, no problem. Here's ice cream. I have ice cream for you, take it, you'll get cool. Cool. No, I don't want temporary solution. I want to get out from here. Once Srila Prabhupada was walking in US, and it was a billboard, huge one, and it was advertisement of the cigarettes. And cigarettes were named Cool. And it was a very nice cool guy standing with girl and waterfall, and this forest, beautiful breeze and river, and it's like he says the cigarette. And it's written, if you want to be cool, buy cigarettes, cool. And Prabhupada said, is it not madness? People taking fire in their mouth and saying, cool. That's what madness is. They're suffering like crazy. And they don't even understand this. As Bhagavatam says. Anyanya vairah sukhalesha hetuhu ananta dukkham chanavedamudha. Sukhalesha hetuhu. For a little bit sukhalesha means for a little bit happiness, just for a little bit happiness, they submerge in the ocean of suffering. Ananta dukkham, unlimited sufferings. Chanaveda mudha, mudha means ass. Mudha. Yes, Bhagavatam says, Swavirvaraha ustakarai. When Prabhupada used to call some big scientists, you are asses, camels, dogs and pigs. Swami is very dangerous, And he said, well, excuse me, I am not saying, Bhagavatam saying, I'm just simply repeating message, that's all. And it's very nicely, you can read in first canto Bhagavatam. Who are these Virvaraha? Forest pig. Swa means dog. Swa Virvaraha. Usta means camel. And Karaha, donkey. And another name for donkey is, what's the name? Vaishakhanandam. Sounds interesting, huh? Poetic. Vaishakhanandam. Yashodanandan, Nandanandan, Vaishakhanandan. Wow. Prabhu, you are Vaishakhanandan. In other words, it's a polite way to say you are ass. You see, Vaishak, months of Vaishak, it's very, very hot, extremely hot. Especially if you be in India, it's like completely desert. Everything is dry, completely. Grass, dry, everything. Only asses are very happy. They're very fat. Big and fat. You may ask, guy, how come? Nothing to eat and this guy is fat like anything. Why? Because in order to fill up your belly in Vaishak month, you have to really go on grass here, grass there, grass here. You have to go 10 kilometers to fill up your belly because grass is not growing everywhere. So you have to go here and there, and by the time you can fill your stomach, it's like 10, 20 kilometers you passed. And looking back, wow, I have done so much today. And it gives sense of satisfaction. And because of that satisfaction, he's getting fat. Oh, I did so much today. Workaholic. But when there is a ritu, there is a rainy season, everything green, beautiful, like in this painting. everything, and grass growing this big everywhere. So to fill up the daily, it takes you only 1 meter. Fresh green grass, no need to rush very far. And then he looks at the end of the day. I did only 3 meters today. Oh, nothing has been done. Comparing to that workaholic time, 20 kilometers, I did so much. At this time, I am so completely frustrated. I didn't work, I didn't stuck in traffic jam, I just didn't work for 10 hours in the office. I didn't go to New York, America, Africa, traveling all over the world. I didn't do all that thing. I just simply had my family, a farmhouse, my land, my cow, my kids, and I didn't do anything much. Just chanting Hare Krishna, nothing, anxiety. Simple living, high thinking, but asses thinking, no, I have to do something, That's true, we have to do something, but do for whom? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yat karoshi yat ashnusi yat juhosi dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunte tat kurusvam matarpanam. You have to know properly the goal. And we're going to discuss with you, what is the goal? Because doing something for the sake of doing, working, like one man told me in Hong Kong, this world is like a rat race. And even you will win this rat race, at the end you're still the rat. True. We see people with all this very, very impersonal, very, very, why a rat? Rat is very busy. Going around here, looking for some garbage and stuff, going underground. Very envious actually, rat. And one was Paulo, scientist Paulo. Paulo? Have you heard Paulo? He was studying reflex of animals and he was experimenting on rats. And he put one rat in the cage, it's a real fact. And he put 2 windows, small windows. One is sweet, one is electricity, like 50 watt or 100 watt. Not to kill, but to give shock to the rat. So when the rat goes inside and he makes 2 wires to the head. And when the rat comes to the window where it is sweets, very nice, pleasing effect. Green light comes, pleasing light. When this rat goes to the window where is electricity, red light. So after some time, this rat develops reflex. It's called reflex science. This is good, this is bad. Sankalpa vikalpa in Sanskrit. I like, I don't like. Accept, reject. And that when the reflex became stable, now rat knows, okay, this is good, this is bad. He suddenly shifts. He shifted the windows. When I was supposed to be sweet, he put electricity, and whatever is electricity, he put very sweet, some cheese or whatever, sweets. So now, our dear rat wake up early morning and going to the office, as usually, from 9 to 5. Oh, what happened? You are fired. Just something happened. And whatever was pleasing, now it's a very dangerous situation. And whatever was dangerous, now it's pretty much okay. So it takes for him a little while to change the shoes, just to readjust himself. Now, after some time, because he shifted, left from his country, came to another country, got some refugee, whatever, green card, whatever, took him for a while, jet lag, and something. Finally, you were readjusted. Now, okay, this is good, this is bad. Different lamps, changed. He settled himself, this rat. Now it's okay, now again. And again, this guy did Paulo. Again, he switched the windows. Again, what's the problem? What happened? I thought this problem only in Ukraine. The same problem in India and in US also, same thing. So this rat became completely bewildered now. What to do, where to go now? And this rat started to think. Paralysis through analysis, completely paralyzed. Started to write his PhD in Oxford University of Princeton. And that time, this Paulo, he opened the door from the cage, from behind, and tells, my dear rat, Moksha Dvarama Pauritam, go ahead, get out from here, you're free now. And this rat saying, don't you see, I'm so busy, I'm doing very important job, I'm thinking, where is good, where is bad. And I'm making research to supply it, to give it to United Nations report. Very busy. No, but this is a door. You can run away and go to the forest, be happy, free. No, I'm doing very... That's what's happening. We are too much busy without business. And door for liberation opened from this birth, death, disease, from the ocean of sufferings, from body, from nature, from other living entities. But we don't have time. We're too much busy. That's called rat mentality. Chanaveda mudhaha. So this Prahlad, Dhruva Maharaj, he said that this ocean full of blazing fires, dangers. But as for me, my dear Lord, I'm not afraid. I'm really not afraid. I'm vaccinated. I have antibiotic. I have antivirus from this all dangers. What is that? Inam jasolvanam devanam bhavanam vasabhin nesye bhavat guna katha amrita panamatha. Guna katha amrita. You know amrita? When there is poison, antidote from the poison is amrita. So I have this nectar of your katha, of your association of devotees, you know. Hamsa Sangaha, Prahlad Maharaj says. Sworn like devotees. And these devotees, they always associating and discussing your katha, leela, you know, Krishna, Kirtana, Gana, Nartana, Kala, Pathonjani, Brajita, Sad Bhaktavali, Hamsa Chakra Madupa, Sri Nidharaspadam, Karna, Nandi Kala, Dvanir, Vahatume, Jivamal Prangani, Sri Chaitanya, Dayani, Dhitavala Savlila, Shudaso, Swarduni, you know. He says that actually devotees, they are like swan, like ducks and like bees. They're always looking for the nectar of Krishna Katha, and they always swimming in the waves and the river of Krishna Katha. You know, we have seen sometimes ducks. I just came from Lake Tahoe in California. Such a nice, so jolly, you know, swans and ducks. I was envious. It was so hot, and this guy going inside and, you know, floating and just like jumping and swimming under the water, and they're like so happy. And these people sweating, you know, sitting in the bank, you know, such a hot sun. So similarly, Chaitanya, he says, actually, these devotees are enjoying the waves of Krishna Katha, like swans and ducks. But my tongue is like desert. Desert. I don't have any taste for that. So I pray, can I be a little bit close to your devotees, you know? So some sparkles, you know, when sometimes you're coming in the desert, there is no water, and you're no even drop of water inside, you know? And you're coming to the ocean and breeze, you know, breeze of... Not even ocean, some kind of sparkle of water comes to you, like sparkling water, you know. Already relief. You didn't reach even yet, but relief already there. You were just coming close to the temple and Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Your anticipation, oh, it's already kirtan there. I am not inside the temple, but outside the temple it's already pleasing effect. You're feeling joyful. Many people laughing by seeing Hare Krishna. In fact, when I left, you spoke that our history, when I left my home and everything, I had to work 3 years as a sweeper in the street. What to do? I was commando officer on the top, and here I am, Bangi, sweeping the street, you know, collecting this all the toilet paper in the dustbins for 3 years. Sometimes people can see the tip of the iceberg, right? Wow, celebrity, success, super duper duper, this, that, and this, all this internet and Hollywood star, all this Bollywood star, Amitabh Bachchan, you know, Jimmy, acha, acha. They say, but you know what the star does? Big tears. I know these people. I know them because I sometimes go to their houses in Mumbai. And I ask them, are you happy? Honestly. No, but see, my husband, my wife, this bacha. They also have problems with children. And they also, parents die also. And they also have disease. As normal mortal people. They are not something special. But what we see, they are very, very wonderful people. No doubt about that, as all of you. All of you are special. But we have tendency to see on the tip of the iceberg, which is success, glory,
money, prestige in society. But what we fail to do, to see that real iceberg under the water. Resilience, perseverance, courage, determination, sleepless nights. To become successful overnight takes hundreds and hundreds of sleepless nights. Nothing happens by chance. Nowadays, especially young generation, they want three things I was mentioning the other day. They want things first class quality, not second class, first class. They want everything quickly and ideally for free. It doesn't work like that. In one company, they had these three statements on the door when you're entering company, three. High quality, quickly, free. Choose two. You cannot have three. If you want high quality, it's not going to be for free. It may take a little bit of time also. Because as they say in Hindi, sasta kama rasta mein. If you want something very cheap, don't expect it, to be quality. Chinese watch. Sometimes you're putting in airport once, one devotee said, I was in the airport and somebody came to me and said, I have a Rolex watch. Really? And he showed the three pairs, three pieces of watch. Secretly he showed them. Only one watch, $350 only. Usually it costs you a couple of $1,000. Only $350, only for you. So this guy said, maybe I can get some gift for my friends. $350 only. Maybe this guy is stolen them and just giving this like that. Okay, let me take it. And he took it. $1,000, he took three watches. And Rolex, everything like same. And he came home, looked at clothes. It's not Rolex, it's Bollocks. Bollocks. He's a very expert, Bollocks. Or sometimes Sony. Sony. Bollocks. Looks like exactly Rolex. And this watch stopped to work after 1 month. Useless. So it is nothing. So material world is like this only. And many people, we are buying this cheating. So we can see only top of the iceberg. Crorepati kaun banega. Everybody wants to become successful, but it's not happening. What we can see that underwater struggle, right? Sangarsh. Somebody said, this, in Hindi, there's one thing, in customers, in the shop of Maya. In this world, it's like big mall center. And everybody buying. Like you came to buy a few things today morning. And then you're going so many things, only toothpaste, like maybe 10 pieces, and 20 varieties, and you don't know. And we went with one boy, and what should I wear? I have 20 shorts. Oh no, which one? This one, I don't know. See, I have not any problem, man. I have only one. No tension, just put it on only one item, no problem. Neither I have problem with hairstyle. No hairstyle problem, This hairstyle, which shampoo to use, I don't even know. Sometimes very practical, no. Even now I didn't shave, but tomorrow I'll shave. Today is set, Brihaspati Bar, so when you have short hair, no problem with shampoo. One brahmachari was joking. Even you can go to mall center, open one shampoo, put on one finger, and come back home, save money on shampoo. Just open. So like that. Make life easy. Simple living, high thinking. But nowadays, people living, high living, no thinking. True. And we forget to see that underwater, the iceberg, that perseverance, that struggle, that determination to achieve, utsaha nishchayat dharyat. And that's why it is said, if you know why, no need to tell what. If you know why I'm doing, no need to tell what to do. So I was working for 3 years as a sweeper, and then, of course, our family kicked us out, and then I went to India, no languages, zero, completely. Then I have to learn languages. Then I went to Muslim country, Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, 3 times I got situation when people wanted to kill me, literally. attacked in the forest once. It was Nrsimha Chaturdashi. Big crowd of Islamic people running after me. It's long story. And then I went to India, completely new language, new culture, and then later on so many things happened there. Fighting with mafia, and then we went to Nepal. Oh no, that's also very first day I was mentioning. Somebody gave me big bus, 15-seater Mercedes-Benz, and then we went. And first day we fall down from the mountain because big truck smashed us, and we fall down, boom, boom, boom. And when I was rolling first time, I was thinking, oh my God, new car, what to do? And then boom, Krishna, Krishna. So that was first and last day I saw my car. I sent it back to India. I never saw it after that. And I was thinking, welcome to Nepal. So and then again, new language and the war. The king was killed, Birendra, and then Maoist. It was war, people killing. One preacher of Srimad Bhagavatam was killed in the head with 20 bullets. Right there. I met with his son. I am very nice friend with his son, preacher of Srimad Bhagavatam. So then I was thinking, then history, nothing happened by chance. And it takes long decades to just do a few things in life. But we have to have a guts to take stand for something. Because it is sad, if you don't stand for something, you fall down for nothing. We have to stand for something, otherwise fall down for nothing. So that's why it is explained that our life, life is like this. Like we have a spark of light in our life, isn't it? There is Davagni outside light. There is Bhakti Agni inside, fire of love, fire of determination. You have to be like Indra Prabhu used to say. You have to be fire up. Fire up! Don't lose the courage. That's the point. Continue failure after failure without losing enthusiasm. That's success. Failure is not fatal and success is not final. It's courage to continue. That's what counts. Not how many times you fall down, how many times you stood up and continued. That counts actually. When I was studying boxing and martial arts, when somebody beating you, especially here, when you're fighting, and then somehow or other you lost kick here in the middle. And especially when you're breathing fire inside. And then somebody beat you inside, and when you breathe out and you got this kick. You cannot breathe, you cannot throw air. No inhale, no exhale you can do, because you block. What you have to do that time? That is a time when you have to really mobilize yourself and hold yourself. You really have to get best out of yourself, that moment. Not when you're nice sitting and drinking some Pepsi Cola or just AC, nice, cool. No, when you're getting challenges in life, that time you have to show the best version of yourself. And that fire will be tested. Not when you are in good situation, but when you have challenges. And what life does to us, we have originally, everybody of us, we have the life. Huh? But what life popping us out in the water, ocean of material existence. Sorry for your expenses. And then what happened? Nothing happens. We lost our enthusiasm. Hey, nothing. Where is my enthusiasm like before I joined Krishna consciousness? Anymore. But not so many challenges. That time when we need somebody to ignite us. That time we need somebody who can help us. That's Guru. That's the actually inspired spark sent by Krishna. And that time we have to recognize. No, because we don't have fire. We have capacity, but we don't have that spark anymore. So that time we need somebody who has it. He can help us. Because we are all potential. We born for some reason, as I said. All of us, we can become the voice of reason to brighten others' lives. Krishna made all of us for reason. That's why every one of us, we need guidance, we need some instructor. Even King Parikshit, in Srimad Bhagavatam, he actually was king of all planet, he was Samrat of all planet, not just small tiny country. Big responsibility. But when notice came, you have to die, as none of us supposed to. Everybody's supposed to die. When he got first notice, he immediately went out in search of guru and guidance. And he got guidance from Shukadeva Goswami, who was 16 years old, Naga Baba, blue boy. No clothes, nothing. And he was so much determined not to come out from the womb of his mother. Srila Vyasadeva had a trouble. This guy is sitting in the womb for 16 years, doesn't want to come out. And then his mother telling, hey, come on, Baba, can you get out from there? It's Maya outside. And Vyasadeva came, and the wife complained to the husband, come on, can you tell something to this guy? You're my husband, who are you? Okay, my boy, get out! Sorry, Dad, I cannot. Too much Maya outside. So, Maya inside, Maya outside, I don't care. Inside, at least no advertisement. There is no any billboards and Netflix. At least I can sit peacefully here. And Vyasadeva said, no, I promise you, don't worry, get out, Maya will not touch you. And Shukadeva Goswami, who are you to tell? Why are you telling this? Very strange, because the wife told you or what? So, okay, I promise you. Who are you to promise? You are Grihastha. Okay, who can convince you? Krishna can convince me. Shukadeva said, okay, and so Srila Vyasadeva took a bag and went to Dwaraka and go, Dwarakadish, can you kindly come and tell this boy because my wife in trouble? And I'm your Shaktavesh avatar, by the way, you have to do something. So Krishna told, okay, Shuka, come out, don't worry, Maya will not touch you. And immediately Shukadeva Goswami get out from the womb and started to walk towards the forest. And Vyasadeva said, hey, my son! And only trees responded, my son, my son. Only echo came. Of course, our acharyas explained that when he went to the forest, the echo was echoing Shukadeva Goswami echo. Because it said that Shukadeva Goswami, being a saintly person, could enter the hearts of everyone. Sadhu can understand the hearts of everyone. And he can enter the hearts of trees also. So he speaks to the trees. That's not trees echoing. It's Shukadeva Goswami saying, oh, I am your son, you are also my son. If we are all souls, then you can be my son, I can be your son. This life I am your son, previous life you were his son. It was a big deal. So he left. My son! In a brahmacharya ashram, we had a joke like this, Sometimes, when I was in ashram many years ago, in 90s, we called to some brahmachari, Prabhuji, can you kindly bring me some plate of prasadam? And he left. And people joking, only trees responded. Hey, can you help me? Help me. Only trees responded. No respond. So like that. But then Vyasadeva Maharaj would not be Vyasadeva if he would not make some arrangements. So he was okay. He called all his students, because he had many students in ashram. Guys, in the forest there are very dangerous rakshasas now living. You have to go for the forest for yagya every day. I have to tell you special protection kavacha mantra, protection mantras from the ghosts. So whenever you go to forest, you have to chant these mantras, okay? Okay. So I said, Aho vakiyam stanakala kutam jigapsaya payayat sadvi labdhe gatim dhatuchitam tatunyam kim vadayalum sharanam rajema. This is the first protection mantra for you, okay? This is a shloka from 10th canto Bhagavatam about Putana, Rakshasi, who came to kill Krishna, and Krishna made her mother, Patri. And second mantra, he told him, this is a Krishna, he has very beautiful garment of Vajayanti Mala, and he is Natavara, he's just dancing, and he's bringing down so many wonderful decorations he has, and earrings, swinging and dancing. This is the mantras. Go in forest and chant this protection mantras. So the students, they went, oh, aho, collecting the food, and they chanting these mantras from Srimad Bhagavatam. And here is Shukadeva Goswami sitting in the bushes, blue, naked fellow. And when he heard these beautiful verses from Bhagavatam, he came out. Hey, where did you learn this sloka? Can you imagine from nowhere a guy coming out naked, blue? So and Shukadeva Goswami running behind them because he wanted to know where did you learn this mantras. So and they came to ashram, and Shukadeva Goswami also came to ashram. And Vyasadeva Maharaj says, so my son, you want to learn more mantras? I know more mantras like this. I can teach you. Okay, teach me. It's too beautiful. Huh? What a beautiful Krishna. And then Vyasadeva Maharaj attracted Shukadeva Goswami, even liberated persons became attracted by Srimad Bhagavatam. Gunakathamrita Panamatra. Description of the qualities of Krishna, attracting even great sages like Shukadeva Goswami. That's why when he came, he got this experience of happiness, natural happiness. Yam swamabhavamakhilam shruti saramekam adhyatma deepam atititir shatam tamondham. And he shared this experience. That's why we are worshipping Tam Vyasa Sunupayami Guru Muninam. We are worshipping son of Vyasadeva because he shared his experience. And he ignited by his fire, he ignited the fire of many, many fallen souls who became very much affected by the waves and water of this material existence. This material energy extinguishing our bhakti agni, our fire of bhakti. But actually, fire of bhakti in everyone's heart, like fire inside the wood. But there are two kinds of wood. There is one wet wood, another one dry wood. Those who are completely dried, they already became dry for this material world. Materially impoverished, like there's a Akinchana Gochara, Kunti Maharani says. Enough. No prestige, no position, no money, enough. I have already everything of that. Such people, they can inquire sincerely. Those who are still bewildered by Janma, Aishwarya, Shuta, Sri, beauty, education, power, money, or position of high birth, they're proud of that. Takes a little bit of time. But those who are completely already fried with all these things, they can ignite spiritual energy very quickly. It's called Vairagya Vidya Bhakti Yoga, Shikshat Tamekah Purushah Purana, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sharira Dhari Kripam Buddhisistamaham Prapadhye. Vairagya and Vidya, knowledge and detachment. Jnana Vairagya Aschaiva. This Bhagavatam says those who are getting Krishna Katha, they naturally become detached from material things. Even though attachments are there, no problem. Even 11th Canto Bhagavatam says, when my devotee sincerely chanting holy name, but at the same time, he's still attached and doing some material activities, not very good activities. Still he is happy because he always chanting my glory and he's always enjoying Krishna Katha. Such devotee, very dear to me. Krishna says. And it is also explained, Narada Muni explains in the first canto Bhagavatam, which I wanted to read, cannot get started even. So, first canto Bhagavatam says, Narada Muni says, that such devotee who even falling from the path of bhakti temporarily, he became rasagraha. Particularly he used the word rasagraha. You know graha? Rahu graha. Those who know Jyotish, the good astrology, they know when there is some graha, sadasati. You know, you became graha. Graha means captured. Graha means captured by that planet. And you just cannot do anything. Sadasati. Right? Saturn is great guru. He is not teaching anything outside of your karma. But even that, can be, like one devotee came to Prabhupada and said, Srila Prabhupada, I have Saturn, I have problem now. Saturn. Prabhupada said, what Saturn? Krishna can kick by his leg thousands of Saturns. Problem is not Saturn. Problem is that you don't have faith in Krishna. That's the problem. You see? Two guys met together. So, oh, it's so bad, so bad. Old friends, you know. How are you? Oh, nice. I got married with a daughter of mayor of the city. I got some farmhouse, bought the car. I got 2 kids. What about you? Oh no. My wife completely sick now. Child completely. Son is useless, you know, not studying in school at all. I lost my job. And what to do? It seems like black line going in my life. What to do? I'm going through black period. All right, don't worry, everything will be nice. And after, you know, after 10 years, they're meeting together. So, how are you? Nice. Now I'm only president of country, and you know, I have 2 farmhouses, and I have my yacht and a private jet, and I have 2 sons grown up. One is in Oxford, another one in Princeton University. What about you? You know, I told you black line was there. No, that was white line. Now it's black line. It's actually matter of perspective. It's how you're looking at things. You know, it's called, in Sanskrit, it's called Atmavan Manyati Jagat. Atmavan Manyati Jagat. We are looking at the world not as it is, but as we are. And we can be known by our association. You tell me 5 people you're associating with, and I'll tell you average who are you. Man known by his association, isn't it? So if you have nice Vaishnava association, even in most difficult situation, we'll be happy. Really. For devotee, it doesn't matter where he is. Swarga, Pavarga, Narakesh, Api, Tulyartha Darshinaha, Swarg, Narak, heaven, hell, it doesn't matter. As we say, it doesn't matter what lovers they're talking about as long as they're together. Whether they're in palace or in forest, it doesn't matter. As long as we are together, it's no problem. It's how we are looking at the things. That's why spiritual life gives us very, very positive glasses of Shastra. Shastra Chakshu. We start to see positively life. 2 guys fall down from the skyscraper. One guy is saying, I'm dying. Another one, I'm flying. You have to be positive. Same example, half glass full, half glass empty. But we always dissatisfied. I'm telling to our students also, always. We have to learn how to count the blessings. We have so many wonderful things. We have everything. We have each other. We have so many wonderful things. We have deities, we have health, we have eyes to see the world, we have glass of water at least, we have mobile telephones, we have facilities somehow, right? So many people are deprived of this. If you don't know, go to Ukraine and have a look. Stay there for 1 month, then come back. Wow, so good. There is one story. One disciple came to Guru and said, Guru Maharaj, problem. I said, what happened? You know, I have very, very small flat. And I'm living with my wife and 2 kids and there's no space. This kid's playing accordion, running around, you know, playing guitar, playing football. I mean, I don't have space, you know. We don't have space at the home. Very small facilities. So what do you want? Can you give me suggestions what to do? Guru said, okay. Are you going to follow me? Yeah, definitely. I took Diksha from Guru Maharaj. Okay, then listen to my advice, he said. You have to buy a cow and keep with you at home. Guru Maharaj! Guru Maharaj, no space! You told me that you're going to follow. Follow what I'm telling you. So next day, this guy might bringing cow. And the wife saying, choo choo. Those who wife, I can imagine what wife told you. Guru Maharaj told me. Okay? Okay, what to do, Guru Maharaj? So after 1 week, he comes to Guru. Guru Maharaj! It's 3 months already, you know, not too much, 3 months. I said, okay, Still less space? Yes. Do one thing, buy 2 dogs also. And you keep there. It's you in the home. Guru Maharaj! You follow what I'm telling you. So this guy, he bought small one to make sure it's not big one, not German, but small one. But also now this guy is always barking at night and at day. So his wife said, I'll hang you. Guru Maharaj told. So after 1 week, this husband almost getting mad already. Guru Maharaj! Problem! Completely no space to even to breathe. Oh, still less time. Can you buy 1 goat? Guru Maharaj! Oh no, I did nonsense. Why did I come to you for advice? So you follow what I'm telling you. So he brought Patri also, but his wife almost divorced him already. What are you doing? It's not me, Guru Maharaj. So after 1 week, he comes almost nearly dying. Guru Maharaj, I don't know, I'm going to commit suicide. Oh, very difficult. Oh, yes, very difficult. Okay, do one thing. Go and give cow to another farmer. You sell the dog, and you give this goat to some village lady, and come back. Okay, he come back. Wow, Guru Maharaj is super, enough space already. Like a football field, I'm leaving, so wonderful. Thank you for good advice. Immediately, so much space became, wow, so you're feeling so much comfort. As I like that. That's why sometimes, in order to appreciate something, we have to lose it. Sometimes required. Sometimes to understand what is happiness, you have to go through the misery sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes there is a part of education can be also applied to us if we become too much puffed up. We have enough, everything. Simply we have to take shelter of Krishna, and we have to take shelter of spiritual master. However instruction he can give you to bring cow, god, dogs, doesn't matter. If bona fide spiritual master, he is our well-wisher. He will always teach us, as I told this example in the youth conference, about the handicapped boy whom Guru taught only 1 step. Remember the judo? I told. And he was doing this step, and why? And then finally when he won competition and got a golden trophy, he said, how come I won? Only 1 step I knew. Said, yes, because you were practicing for 4 years, you became very perfect. There is no one to defeat you. Nobody better than you can do that step in judo. And to defeat you, your opponent has to catch your right hand, and you are handicapped. You don't have a hand. That's why you are undefeated. Guru will tell you that exactly what you have to do, which is designed for you only. That's why it's very, very important. And that's what this is our duty. That's what Bhagavatam says basically. That we came to this world for one particular purpose. And that purpose should be to inquire about our duty. That's what Bhagavatam says. Atak prichami samsiddhim yoginam paramam gurum purushasyeha yat karyam mrityamanasaya sarvatha. It is said, you are the spiritual master of great saints and devotees. I am therefore begging you to show the way of perfection for all persons, and especially for those who are about to die. That's the question. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Unless one is perfectly anxious to inquire about the way of perfection, there is no necessity of approaching a spiritual master. A spiritual master is not a kind of decoration for the householder. Generally, a fashionable, materialistic people engage a so-called spiritual master without any profit. The pseudo-spiritual masters flatters the so-called disciples, and thereby both of them, master and his word, go to hell without a doubt. Maharaj Parikshit in the right type of disciple. Is a right type of disciple because he puts forward questions vital to the interest of all man, particularly for the dying man. The question put forward to Maharaj by Maharaj Parikshit is the basic principle of the complete thesis of Srimad Bhagavatam. Now let us see how intelligently the great master replies to this question. It's like first canto 19 chapter text 37 and here of course he just said, Parikshit Maharaj asking the question, please let me know, listen very carefully, it's very very important. When we were doing kirtan, I was thinking, who knows, maybe this is our last kirtan. Then only you can do kirtan from your heart. Maybe it's our last kirtan in our life. We never know. You walking, sleep on the staircase, boom, something happened. Heart attack, some accident or anything. Please let me know what a man should hear, chant, remember and worship. And also what he should not do. Please explain me all this. And then, O powerful Brahmana, it is said that you hardly stay in the houses of man long enough to milk a cow. Shukadeva Goswami, he never stayed long time. How much time it takes to milk one glass of cow? 30 seconds? 1 minute? That's the time household can get to associate with sadhu, usually. Those days. It was the time when Guru, was sitting in his ashram and disciples were traveling all over the world, buying tickets, traveling everywhere, coming to Vrindavan and searching for Guru. Oh, please guide me, what should I do? What's the perfection of my life? And Guru may or may not even give you that instruction. Nowadays, ulta ho gaya. Now Guru traveling everywhere searching for disciples. Anyone serious? Guru Maharaj, come. Take $1. Push it out. Joker. So, that's why saints and sages, Prabhupada said, in the renounced order of life, go to houses of householders at the time they milk the cows early in the morning, still in Vrindavan is like this one, and ask some quantity of milk for subsistence. A pound of milk fresh from milk bag of a cow, sufficient to feed an adult with all vitamin values, and therefore saints and sages live only on milk. I know one friend, in Europe. He was pasturing the cows. He was pasturing the cows for many, many years, brahmachari. And he was so busy, he didn't have time even. He didn't have time, to read books and stuff because, we have 400 cows. How busy you have to be, I tell you. So he didn't have time to read Shastra. But after many years, he said, no, enough is enough. He decided to study. He locked himself in ashram. He started to drink morning, evening, 1 liter milk only for 2 years. He did nothing but drinking milk morning, evening, 2 liters, and studying scriptures only 2 years. He became so excellent and expert. Ekanath Prabhu. He became so expert that people from all over the world and from all over ISKCON were consulting with him. What about this? What about that? What about... He became advisor in translating books and everything. A very, very great scholar became. 2 years, only milk. Full time study. Raja Swadaishi Pujyanti Gyani Sarvatra Pujyatam. King, he worshipable in his own country, but somebody who has knowledge, he worshipable everywhere. You see? And therefore no one hesitates to spare a few pounds of milk for the mendicants. It is the duty of householders to maintain the saints and sages like children. So a saint like Shukadeva Goswami would hardly stay at the house of householder for more than 5 minutes in the morning. In other words, such saints are very, very rare seen in the houses of householders. And Maharaj Parikshit therefore prayed to him to instruct him as soon as possible. Their householders also should be intelligent enough to get some transcendental information from visiting sages. The householder should not foolishly ask a saint to deliver what is available in the market. That should be the reciprocal relation between the saints and the householders. So, and of course, Sutta Goswami, he will be explaining. He was asking the Parikshit Maharaj, and Parikshit Maharaj, who was Sutta Goswami? Who was Sutta Goswami? He was the son of Ramakrishna Sutta, isn't it? And he had two qualities actually, very, very important qualities. When, the sages of Naimisharanya say, you have exemplary behavior, you got the blessings of your gurus, you were nicely listening, you were, Shrutashrava, so you Ugra Shrava. Ugra means heavy, Shrava means hearing. Ugra hearing. You were a super Sushrusho Sharadhanasya Vasudeva Katharuchi, yet Mahat Sevaya Vipram Punyatirthanishira. You were listening, and when Parikshit Maharaj was speaking to Shukadeva Goswami spoke to Parikshit Maharaj, there were thousands of saintly people. Asita, Devala, Vyasa, Narada, big. And Sutta Goswami was somewhere, some new bhakta, somewhere sitting in between them, somewhere behind. Correct. And he was just sitting there. But he was chosen to sit on Vyasasana, not necessarily super duper pooper, triple initiated sannyasi or something. No. He was just simply, his qualification was, he was listening. Srila Prabhupada was like this only. Who completed the mission of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati and Bhaktivedanta Tagore? Srila Prabhupada. And he was Grihastha. He was householder. Abhay Charan De. He was running Prayag pharmacy. He was in Mumbai. When Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati was leaving this world, he wrote him a letter. Dear Guru Maharaj, how I can serve you? You have so many wonderful sannyasis. You have many beautiful disciples. They're always following you. They're always traveling with you. I am a householder. I'm always sitting far away. How I can serve you? I said, whenever you have money, print books. It will bring good to you and to people, those who will be with you. He told them this in the very beginning, right? 22nd, Abdalanga Road, Junction Road in Calcutta. When he first time in 22nd, 1922, he met him on the roof. You have to preach the mission of Gauranga Mahaprabhu in English language. Hey, he doesn't even know me. Straight away, order. Then he told him the same thing in Radhakunda. Whenever you have money, print books. And third time he told him in the letter, print books. And after 1 week he left. And Srila Prabhupada was thinking, Guru Maharaj told me to print books. What is this? And he was preparing all life. Right? And then he went, and the rest we know the story. No money, no friends, nothing. He was begging for the ticket from Srimati Morarji in Mumbai. From morning to evening, sitting near to the office. You have to give me ticket. And she told him, you will die on the way. And I will take the sin for killing you by sending to America. You're old man. You will die. And Prabhupada said, no, I'm a young man. Give me ticket. Fighting with her. She was not giving, and he was still sitting till 11 o'clock at night near to her office. Swamiji, okay. He squeezed, he forced her to give ticket. That determination, that fire he had. You see? And then he was here in America, hippies, drug addicts, and tell me, we just came now from New York, from this Tompkins Square Park. Marijuana, drug addicts sleeping right here, so stinking, so bad. Prabhupada was alone. When snow fall down from the sky, Prabhupada was shocked. Who painted New York in white overnight? He never saw the white snow, never in his life. Freezing, cold, Prabhupada said, you don't know how much I suffered, he said. If I'll tell you, you'll faint, if I'll tell you how much I suffered. So we can see Prabhupada, but why Prabhupada? Because Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati ignited that fire in him. And he was able to ignite this fire all over the world. So like that. And he went. Otherwise, he like saintly person, he can stay in Vrindavan. I like this Kalakanta Prabhu wrote the wonderful poem, you and me and what lies in between. You know this story? Can you find this poem for me? We can read now. You and me,
All that lies between.
all that lies between. Yes. Very nice poem. You read. You understand the mood of spiritual master. The same mood can be given to the followers. Prabhupada said, I have right to say that because I have done it. If I am telling you what to do, I have right to say that because I have done it. If you cannot do this, then how you can tell others to do this? It's easy to give lecture, with white gloves. Oh, Hari Bol, academical, Sanskrit. Once somebody came to Prabhupada and said, Swamiji, I can recite Bhagavad Gita in 40 minutes, 7 shlokas. Prabhupada said, that's okay, do something practical. Go and clean the pots in the kitchen. Do something, can you do something practical? One big professor came to Prabhupada, big renowned professor from university. He said, Swamiji, can I stay in your ashram? Prabhupada said, are you sure? Yes, I want. Okay. So what should I do? Go in the kitchen and clean the pots. He told him, go and clean the pots. Oh no. And it's not ashram with two and a half brahmacharis. Those days there were like 70 brahmacharis. And after Sunday feast, so many pots are there. So can you imagine that elderly person was put apron and cleaning the pots in the kitchen? Probably, all this black, And his friends came from university, Where is such and such professor? He's a renowned professor. Where is his office? And so everybody says, what office? He's in the kitchen. So these big professors, they came from university. Hey, what are you doing here? Serving God. Oh no. They came to Prabhupada and they asked him, don't look there, look here. We'll look now there. So they came in, how long he is going to clean the pots? They asked Prabhupada, how long? Do you know who is this guy? He wrote so many books, he's so renowned, the Nobel member, something, so much. He's very famous in the world. How long he's going to clean the pots? And Prabhupada said, so, like Prabhupada, nobody can say like that, but Prabhupada can. He will clean the pots. That steel pot, he will clean until he will make hole in that pot. And through that hole, he will go back to Godhead. That's Prabhupada. Somebody reported came and said, hey, Swamiji, what do you think about Sai Baba? I don't think about him. Really, many joking answers. One lady reporter came in mini bikini. Swamiji, why are you shaving your head? And Prabhupada looked at her legs and said, it's better to keep head cool and warm legs. Much better to keep legs warm and cool head. That's why we are shaving. He was gentleman actually, but he was making available message across. So we can see saintly person, he's very gentle. He's very gentle, and definitely to come across with such a saintly person is very rare. And this is a poem by Kalakanta Prabhu. You found?
Yeah, we have it on
on the
the
Give it to me. That's extra. We have to do what we were told to do. That's extra. How are you expecting me? So, sometimes disciple, Guru tells him, bring me a glass of water, okay? Yes, Guru Maharaj, yes. Running. Why water? There are no vitamin, no nourishment there. Better than this, this Sprite, and better than Sprite milk. And that's all. Because Prabhupada writes in Bhagavatam, milk is very important, very nourishing, and better than milk is kheer, sweet rice. Let me bring sweet rice to Guru Maharaj, he will be very healthy. And he's alcoholic himself. He brings, Guru Maharaj, here is sweet rice. I told you to bring water, right? No, water is not good. Put sweet rice. I need water to put tilak. You understand? Don't speculate. That's why, sometimes you're putting too much intelligence in between. One disciple said, Prabhupada once said, you are all fools. And everybody. And one disciple said, yes, Srila Prabhupada, I am fool. Except you, everybody fools you. You are intelligent. To understand that you are a fool requires intelligence. That's why you are very intelligent. True. Because they don't like children. They're very smart, I tell you. One boy and father came to the chocolate shop, chocolate shop. They came together, and boy is very cute, small kids, they're always cute. And the shopkeeper said, Very nice boy, what is your name? Okay, you are so cute, I'll give you some chocolates. Give me your 2 hands. I'll give you some free chocolates, complimentary. So this small baby hug father's leg. Like this. Okay, don't be shy, come on, give me 2 hands, I'll give you chocolates. So father started to call him, hey, my boy, don't worry. Darling, don't worry, just give uncle 2 hands and he'll give you chocolate, don't be shy. Okay, after some time father said, okay, forgive me, he's feeling very shy, give it to me, no problem, I'll give him later, okay. So that guy putting on the field, feels the hands of father. And then they're coming back from the shop, back to home, and on the way back to home, the father asking his boy, Are you my boy, why are you shy, come on. What takes you to give you hands? Why didn't you give? Because your hand's much bigger than mine. Very smart guy. Because if I'll give you small, chutti, only 2-3 chocolates will come. Because your hand's big. That's why you got so much, half kilo. So that's what Prabhupada said. If you will ask from God, what can you take with your 2 small tiny hands? But when Krishna wants to give you with his thousands of hands, what you can take? So that's why when Krishna wants to give you, let it be. Let him do whatever he wants. That's what Prabhupada said, Nachao, I am your simply instrument, make me dance. Make me dance, my Lord, make me dance as you want. Let your will be, not mine, Father, Jesus said, right? Let your will be, not mine. Big line, punchline, not easy to say. Idam Govinda, idam Nama, idam Gurudeva, idam Namama. That's the iceberg down. Tip of the iceberg, that's the result of this punchline. And if you can say that punchline in your life once, then watch the action movie, Mission Impossible. Ding 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 ding. Impossible means I am possible. Mission impossible. But for Krishna everything is possible. Because he's a boss. If you just surrender and sit on his lap, see the fun, what's going to happen? What you will do yourself, only nothing will happen. Nothing special will happen. But when you actually surrender in the hands of God, as we say, one cricket bat in my hands cost you 500 rupees only in India. But in the hands of Sachin Tendulkar, it will cost you 50 crores or 50 lakhs. Football in my hands, how much it costs? $10, $20, how many? $50 max. But in the hands of Mr. Messi, and especially when he will write his signature there, wow, that's really. Or basketball, I see the kids playing basketball in US, so on. In the hands of Michael Jordan, how much it will cost? Guitar, in my hands, maybe some cost something cheap. But in the hands of John Lennon, John Lennon? Wow, you know how much it cost? Guess. Check it out in Mama Google, I will not tell you. It's not $1 million even. Not even 10 million, not even $20 million. Much more. One guitar. But it has to be appreciated by somebody who knows the music. If you don't know the music, you will not be able to appreciate this piece of instrument. They made this, experiment in America here. There's one, what is his name? One very famous violin player.
ISKCON.
No.
Joshua Bell.
No. They make it, I will pick it up. I remember it slipped from my mind. Anyway, I'll just let you know. You can just even find it out on the internet. They make experiment, I believe in Washington or in New York. He was playing with this violin, Stradivari, very, very famous violin, Stradivari, we have violin players here. So, the value of the music. Allegro di Gombrio, Beethoven. So, and this Paganini, have you heard Paganini? So many envious people, they cut his strings, and when he was performing for the Queen, 2 strings broken, and he completed his whole music in one string only. That's called expert. Another one expert was one person I read in internet. He was, he had arthritis and he had to come on the wheelchair on the stage. On the wheelchair. So difficult for him to sit. So it took 20 minutes to sit. 2,000 people standing and waiting for him. I'm forgetting three things actually. I'm forgetting telephone numbers, I'm forgetting names of the people, and third thing I forgot. So I'm forgetting names, there's so many names. So, but it's very, very famous. So this guy was playing, and same thing happened to him. Modern age Paganini. Very old man, very arthritis, hardly could move. And when he started to play, dong dong, strings broken. And he had only one string. And he completed one symphony performance in one string only. And he could have been, oh, excuse me, I have to take new violin. He could have been stand up and going again in this wheelchair. When they asked him, why didn't you do that? I didn't want people to wait for me. Because when I'll go slow, half an hour, all auditorium has to wait for me. So I decided to complete. And he gave a very nice punchline. Sometimes you have to live with what life gives you. Sometimes you have to live with whatever life provides you. And be happy with that. Past is the history, future is the mystery, but present is a gift. Present. We have to learn how to live now and here. Because sometimes we are so much overwhelmed with our destination, we are forgetting to enjoy the journey. Better, not the best, cannot take rest when good become better and better become best. Better, not the best. You have to enjoy it. It's very lonely up there, When you reach the final peak of your happiness and destination, it's very lonely on the top. You have to enjoy the process. That's why when we enjoy the process of spiritual life, chanting, dancing, association, sadhusanga, namakirtan, bhagavat shravan, mathurava, Sri Murtira Shraddha Sevan, we are enjoying the process. Prema bhakti, okay, come, welcome, no problem. And if I have to take many, many lifetimes, Janmani, that's okay. Punascha bhuvet bhagavat anantiratir prasangascha asrayeshu. Mahatsuyam yam upayami srishtim maitri astu vishwasya namo dvijebhyaha. Parikshit Maharaj says, if I have to take birth again, that's fine with me. Perfectly fine, I'm okay. As long as I'm getting attachment to Krishna. Radha Vrindavan Natwa. As long as I'm getting association of the wonderful devotees and I have friendly relationships with all living entities. Maitri astu vishwasya namo dvijebhyaha. I want to be friend with everyone. Maitrah karuna evacha. Sarva bhuteshu. I'm Maitrah sarva bhuteshu. I don't need to fight with anyone. New fight, new fight. Prabhupada said, your love will be shown by how much you cooperating together after my departure. One devotee came in London, and he said to one devotee also, it is Swayam Bhagavan Keshav Maharaj was sharing this. He said, one devotee came and said, Prabhupada said that devotees should cooperate with each other. That's why you have to cooperate with me. You have to listen to my order and cooperate with my order. We want everybody to cooperate with us, not us to cooperate with others. No. We really have to enjoy the process of sadhu sangha. Buddhayantas parasparam tushyanti charamanti cha. That's what we have at the end of the day. We have each other, really, to ignite each other. Sometimes I am up, you are down. Sometimes you are up, I am down. But together we 1 + 1 become 11. This is called synergy. We are helping Buddhayantas parasparam. We are helping each other. This very famous example of Olympics. 2 guys who are running athletics, long journey marathon. Again, I just forgot. One African guy, one Spanish guy. And this one African guy was running, and it was a billboard, some advertisement of some, Pepsi Cola, whatever. And this African guy thought that this is written in their language, Finnish. Foo! And he sat down under that banner. He thought that's completed already. He ran first. Everybody far behind. And he came, wow, and he thought that this banner is like the finishing line. And he just crossed that banner and sit down. And another guy was running just behind him. And he see this guy sitting. Something wrong, he didn't understand this because African guy, he doesn't understand what's written. And he, instead of running ahead and leaving him doing that, no, he didn't do that. He came back and said, hey, come on guy, it's wrong. You continue, run. As a gentleman, he told him, oh, thank you. Again, this African guy went ahead. And he got first medal because of the Spanish guy suggested him. The Spanish guy could have been also taken advantage of this foolishness and become number one. But it's not about being first. It's not about I. It's about we. Not me, but we. I am because we are. That's why in Africa there is one very famous rule, Ubuntu. You know that story? When the small handicapped kids, they had competition in one school. And teacher said, I am putting big pack of chocolates under the tree. Anyone who will come first, he will eat that chocolate. So in all this handicaps, somebody limping, somebody, to his amazement, these kids, they hold each other's hand and started to walk together toward the tree. And they came together and they opened the box and started to eat together. That's what Ubuntu. There's no question of who first, who last. We. It's called hold. We're holding together, home of love and devotion. It's a really wonderful consciousness. As I was telling to one devotee the other day. We are not just Columbus, New York, Mayapur, Vrindavan, Kathmandu. We are a united team of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Yagya Sankirtana Pragya Jayanti Sumedha Saha. That's why I told you I feel like I came home. It's not just Columbus because I'm a guest here. I am not a guest here. I am a family member. It's just simply another room in my house, which Prabhupada created. Isn't it? Same thing, you coming to another place, Kathmandu, Africa, anywhere. Same thing. 4:30. Samsara dava namaste narasim brindaya dusdevaya vanchakalpadravya govinda madipu om namo bhagavate sharira vidyajal jadundriyata hikal. Same thing. Isn't it? That's called mercy. That's called family. Family means father and mother, I love you. That's family Prabhupada created by the mercy of Krishna and Gauranga Mahaprabhu. That's called mercy. Samsarinam karunaya. So, and that's why this wonderful offering.
Page 18.
Sometimes you need help. I am because we are. This wonderful poem was offered to Srila Prabhupada. And everybody actually, we have to express our gratitude. We have to count our blessings. Because his hands much bigger than our tiny hands. Isn't it? All that lies between. Poem called. You can read from that. You could have stayed in Vrindavana, where chanting is most sweet. Or moved to holy Navadvip in the spiritual retreat. Your good brothers had temples there, was room enough for you to sit and speak on holidays to a visitor or two. You could have said, it's Krishna's will, my visa was denied. I may have failed, but now I know at least that I have tried. Your patron said, you die abroad. Your good brothers just scoffed. You could have said, who will meet the boat and guide me safely off? You could have had a look at us and said, what have I done? And caught the next boat back to home unblamed by anyone. The Westerner, you could have said, can go to hell and stay. Who would have disagreed with you? We were well on our way. Indeed, you laid your final years like the flowers at Krishna's feet. Bhaktisiddhanta's smile, your hidden guide, Thakura's vision in reach, producing 80 volumes as you guided us along. You showed us how to cook prasad and teach Lord Krishna's song. And as we teach the boys and girls from every land on earth, come forth to serve you, Prabhupada, renewed in second birth. I could have been a PhD had I but stayed in school, piled up a couple of millions, built a fancy house and pool. I could have written novels, recited laws and rules, or been a famous music star. I could have just been cool. Instead, I laid my youthful years like flowers at your feet. Malpurs caused my interest, samosas my defeat. My dad said, son, you are brainwashed. My friend said, you are a fool. My blunders as a Vaishnava were many, triumphs few. Reflecting on my bygone youth, as one my age is strong, I won't trade your glance for gold, your words for precious stones. This morning, on a Japa trail, the northern star shone down. I fixed, and true, it seemed like you was theirs circling around. But dawn concealed that steady stage and lit a windy scene of all I am and all you are and all that lies between. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Yes, that's called under the water ice lake. Just one life, swaha, just surrender to the lotus feet of spiritual master. Not necessary to become sannyasi or some monk, no need. It's a question of heart. Simply to say, idam govinda, idam mama. Let be your will, not mine. One punchline. Let your will be, not mine. Let's call Sharanagati. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Yes, please.
We'll go back and see what that was my question. I'm sorry, give me a second.
That's okay.
I'll ask the last thing you said. So the last few things you said about the runner, Spanish runner. Would you consider that as humanity? Is that conscious, Krishna consciousness? Is that something where, and one thing I like what you said, and I think this place here needs to remember this, it's okay to be reborn. It's okay to be reborn.
Fine.
Because I've heard a lot of times, go to the ultimate, and I disagree with that because life is a journey, and spiritual life is a journey. You've got to refine it. But back to my initial point, because this is where I had a challenge. I don't disagree with having a guru. Totally don't disagree. But there are many ways, because most of the lecture you give, don't mind me, is 80% leadership. And a lot of people don't have leadership, so only very few people. So maybe those gurus have that skill, number one, intelligence, number two, leadership, to be charismatic enough to pass the message effectively. But the rest of humanity does not get that kind of a direction, but who are the Spanish runner, that person does good deeds too, right? So I'm just trying to understand that piece, right, where not one way is the only way. There are many ways to achieve the same thing. That's kind of where I'm going with that. Would you?
What's the question? Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay, cool. No, because this is where I get when I come to lectures, and I love what you did. You did a very general lecture because there's no one way, and I just wanted to get your affirmation on that, and I think I got that. So thank you for that. Second question: intelligence versus God's will. Now I know we have egos. That's what we think because every person has an objective in life, and they're short objectives, and you achieve them, and you have to use intelligence to achieve them. But the question now is, how do I say, I got intelligence, but I notice the intelligence here is going to use for spiritual knowledge, not for your living knowledge, material knowledge. So help me understand that, how that works.
See, it's very important to have the head among the clouds. You keep your legs on the ground. The name of this material world called karma krit. Karma krit. Everybody have to work anyway. Nahi shuktasya sinhasya pravishanti mukhim vida. Even the deer never enters the mouth of the lion automatically. Even lion, king of all animals, have to stand up and move his feet and catch his prey. Otherwise, empty stomach, no business. Everybody have to work. Even presidents of countries or whatever powerful person may be in this world, he has to eat something, he has to do something. So, but question comes, why? I always say this A, B, C, D. Aim, behavior, character, discipline. And when we're driving even here, I didn't know this place perhaps. I need GPS. And you have to set up the address of final destination, where I would like to reach. Because if you don't know where you're supposed to reach, even you after reaching, you will not recognize where did you reach or not. So it is said, no wind will be favorable for you unless you know where your ship is sailing. If I don't know myself where I am going, what is my final destination, then no wind will be favorable for me. I would suggest one book, 7 Habits of the Successful People, Stephen Covey, and he wrote one of the habits, perhaps you know, start with the end. And that end can be different from different people, really.
But I don't think you answered my question, bro. All what you said, I totally agree. Right? This is all pure leadership. You go to a leadership course, you get exactly what you just gave.
Right, but
my question
that's
was
what
intelligence. How do I say what is God's will versus me? Because there may be conflicts at times.
Okay,
how do I address that?
yeah, and that's why we have to understand. Like I give a simple, trivial example. Where are you from? Where you were born?
Oh, I'm born in India, raised in Malaysia,
okay,
worked in US.
whatever. But to come to
Exactly
US,
thank you.
but to come to US, you have to go to the visa department,
Sure.
right? And you have to get interview and permission of the ambassador. And finally, he provides the visa to come. Originally, later on you can get green card and whatever. But to come to any country, we need some permission of the official ambassador. An ambassador, he's a representative of government. So how to understand? Maybe ambassador whimsically he can, I like, I don't like. No. He is actually representing the government. And because he's specially trained for that, and he has special, attorney. He can give you green card there and then. He has power to make you citizen right away. He has that power. So similarly, it's written in Shastra, a real guru. He's not necessarily super duper pooper leader. No, many saintly people, they're very humble. You can see Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. He was illiterate. He was sitting sometimes in toilet, hiding from everyone to chant holy names so nobody will disturb him. He was not a visible leader for everyone. No. It's wrong to think that guru must be charismatic, with big belly, big beard, and snoring in Sanskrit. Not at all. You can become very much guru for so many people, actually, provided you delivering message as it is. Srila Prabhupada said, I may or may not be pure, that's okay. But knowledge, what I'm giving is pure because I'm not changing anything. I'm giving as it is. Whatever I heard, yatha shrutam, mati yatha shrutam. So whatever I'm hearing, I'm speaking. This is called messenger. Like I'm giving an example of my name, Patri. Patra means letter. Patri means messenger, who delivering the letter. What's the credit of Patri? Credit of courier, that he is not taking anything from that letter. Even there is $1,000, you got the letter, you delivered the letter, right? Amazon. Can you imagine Amazon car came and he taking out the product, sealing that box and giving empty box. I don't think that he will work a long time on that company. So point is that guru, he's a person who delivering message as it is. Whatever he heard from his guru, it's called Ivam Parampara Praptam Imam Rajarshayo Viduhu. And if you are smart enough to catch the essence, guru maybe not necessarily has big muscles just to impress others. No. A real guru actually is not trying to impress anyone. He is not trying to make people interested. He is looking for interested people. And he is igniting somebody who is close. So he creating the environment where people can come close and dry. Like sometimes the wood is very dry, very wet, not catching the fire. So you keep that wood, even though it's wet, keep near to the fire. If this wood will lie down near to the fire, it will dry and it will catch fire automatically. So similarly, when you just be nearby the devotees for long enough, be, and you'll see, by hearing only, you'll catch the fire. I know one, his name was Crazy Peter. I don't know, you know this, maybe you don't know the story. He was like a hippie, with lots of hair and dirty hippie. He used to come to temple because they're feeding him food, prasadam. Like Steve Jobs, he used to come to Hare Krishna temple to eat prasadam there. Later on he remembered that. I really remember 3 things, my first computer, whatever, something, my wife and Hare Krishna. Because I survived because of their prasadam. And the same thing, this Peter used to come and he was so dirty and hippie. See, devotee never allowed him even to go inside because he was that kind of, he was sitting outside and everybody was thinking, this guy. And he was for long time he used to come and sit outside the Sunday lectures. And later on, you'll be surprised to know, he became wonderful devotee, I believe, Kushakratha. And he wrote this poem. And he wrote all the books of saintly people, saintly acharyas. He translated all the books of great personalities in history. He became greatest scholar. And he was just simply sitting and listening to lectures for many, many years. That's why Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra Koi, Lava Matra, Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoi. That's why Srila Prabhupada said, I am creating the centers, in Columbus included, to give people opportunity to listen about Krishna. That's all. We don't need huge super duper pooper skyscrapers and no katha there. There is no devotees. Big hospital, no doctors. What is the use? If there is nice specialists, I tell you, I've been in India. There's one guy sitting under the tree, treating people by checking their pulse. Unbelievable, big line of people. He known all the India. Apollo hospital and this hospital, who knows, they're charging so much money and they're putting on the ventilator. And they fought 1 week, this guy already dead 1 week before, and this guy is still keeping him. So many hospitals are there like this. Yes, people making money. You know, they keep on internet, not only in India, everywhere. They selling now organs and stuff. So my point is that real guru, he has to be in parampara, he has to be disciple of his guru. He has to follow his guru. He's not necessarily big leader, but he has to be nice, representative of Krishna. Whatever Krishna wants, guru will speak the same thing. That's called unity with God. That's called yoga. So Brahmanishtham, Shrotriya. Shrotriya, he should know the essence of scriptures. Nowadays I've seen in India, I'm in India nearly 30 years, and I can see so many sadhu, baba, yogas, yogis, they're speaking Sanskrit, but they're speaking all kind of nonsense, trust me. Really. 1108 Mahamandaleshwar, super pooper, pagal baba, crazy baba. I've seen thousands, really thousands of them I've seen. Big, big hairs, 15 meters, they just, so many dangerous tantrics. They can manifest to you whatever you want, but they're not speaking about Krishna. And there is simple taxi driver or somebody, devotee, simple devotee who working as a, cook, and he speaks big philosophy. And he can become guru because he can take us back to God. I know one my friend, last thing, but you said, guru, how we can just, yes, guru's thoughts and Krishna's thoughts should be the same. Only such a person who representing government, supreme government, can be a guru. External things, not at all important. Not by studying Shastra, not by nothing. Not by doing tapasya. Rahu ganaitat tapasana yati, nachit jayanirva panat grihadva, nachandasanirva jalad nasuryer, vinamahat padarajobhishekam. Pada means lotus feet, Raja means dust. Until you take the dust from lotus feet of pure Vaishnava, you can never become guru. We have to get the mercy of pure devotees only. That's why we can see in Srimad Bhagavatam, even small boy like Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj, 5 years old. Do you know the story about Prahlad Maharaj? There is one God, actually, God has many, many incarnations. He can come anytime to anyone. Right? And of course, I agree with you, it may take many lifetimes, that's okay. But of course, ideally, we have to have strong desire to go into this life. We have to have that desire. But that desire, laulyam, it's called laulyam, ekalamulyam. To get that, really, you have to have strong desire. I want. Even I am not qualified, fine. I try my best and I really want. If not, that's okay. I can take birth again. But I have to want. I have to have that desire. But janma koti sukritam na labhyate. That desire not available in thousands of lifetimes. That's what we are striving. We are striving for the moon. Don't worry about the stars. Even you will not reach the moon, you will fall down among the stars. That's okay. But you will become rasa graha. I didn't complete that thought. Rasa means taste. Once you got that taste, really that crazy taste of, wow, so nice to be with devotee. I may be imperfect, that's okay, but I like the taste. Even I'm sliding down to the sinful life. Narada Muni says, apakwa. Apakwa, he says, if somebody is not very much mature in this lifetime, but once he got the taste, he will be captured by that taste and he will never be able to forget. And that person, not at all equal with this ordinary materialistic people already. Even though he may go back to that lifestyle, but he is not at all the same. Suffering of that person, not at all suffering as suffering of those ignorant people. Like suffering of the poor guy and suffering of the son of the king is not the same. So that person who somehow or other slid down and could not complete it in this lifetime, Krishna personally will take care. That's the benefit. And I tell you one personal experience. I had one friend. Now he's not anymore. A few years ago, he was criminal. He was in jail, full of tattoos, like this. I tell you, many people examples like this. But he became wonderful devotee. He became cook. Many, 40 years ago, he became cook. And he was cooking for saintly people in kitchen. He was really. And he came to Nepal. And I gave him, he was not that bad criminal, of course, but he was in this kind of, gunda they call it. He was like this, with all this kind of people before Krishna consciousness. But when he became devotee, he became so nice. I have one friend also in America also. He was 18 years in jail. He was really mafia guy. Now he's a wonderful devotee. I mean, really wonderful devotee. I know him personally. He now maybe 15 years already devotee. And he's serving devotee, helping everyone serving. And he told me once, I already mentioned that also, I think that some devotees in our society should also go to jail to understand how lucky they are. When you, after 18 years in jail, you really appreciate that small drop of mercy you get every day. Because sometimes you become too much filthy, puffed up, How is that? Hey, do you know how lucky we are? Prabhupada said, if you understand how lucky you are, you will faint. So lucky you are. So sometimes you have to lose something. And really, this devotee, he became so nice. He came to Nepal. I gave him Saligram Shila, this is all the worshipable, Shila. And he went Giriraj, and slowly he went back to Ukraine. We were very close friends. We got initiation together also. And eventually he got maybe more than 1,500 Saligram Shilas. He was Grihastha, he has 2 children. And he had an altar in his room. I mean, I tell you, like maybe 5 meters. His whole house became temple. And he said, from this, 20 years ago, from this day I am not going to do any business. I'm not going to do any business. I'm going to do worshipping to the deities. He was chanting 32 rounds. He was worshipping deities for 6 hours, doing abhishek, and he was feeding devotees. Anyone who comes, he's feeding, making bread, making cakes, making food, feeding devotees. Never went outside to work, never. His wife was working as a nurse, but he was not working for 15, 17 years. You see? And guess what? 2 years ago, he was calling, hey, Patri, how are you? And then he was calling, and he just on phone call, he got heart attack, and fall down and underwater in front of his Saligram Shilas. Krishna! Boom! And last moment he remembered Krishna and did Dandavat and left his body. Striya Vaishyatata Shudrasti Piyanti Paramangatim. And Krishna says, whatever you remember at the moment of death, that's your destination. Yam yam vapi smaram bhavam tat tat prapti kalagram. We can see many examples like this. That at the last moment, people, even the most degraded people, you can say materially, before, they became from zero to hero. And Krishna says, Harav abhaktasya kuto mahatgunan manorathena satidhavatu vahi. But those who are not devotee, those decoration of dead body, big decorations, big material qualities, what is the use? Tatakim tatafim. Because at the moment of death, they lose everything and there is zero bhakti, nothing. But those who have bhakti, that bhakti will take them to the next life, and will be forever with them. So, we have to choose, and that's why I am very, very much happy. Good question you asked me. Whether we have to take birth again, okay, fine. But we have to aim for the highest goal. Tasyaiva hetu prayatik takovido. Intelligent people, hetu means goal. Such a goal which is not available from top to bottom planet in this universe. Such a goal should be set up. As for happiness and distress of this life, sukhavat anyatha dukham kalena sarvatra gandhira rambasa, it will come to you. Happiness and distress automatically will come, don't worry. Without even asking you and booking the ticket in Amazon. It automatically will come. Happiness, money, whatever you're supposed to get. Because when we born, 5 things born with us minimum. Your beauty, your parents, your intelligence, your money, your life, length of your life is fixed already. Are you? Your intelligence, your money, your parents, your age, everything fixed already. You may or may not know that. So that's why we should worry, about something is only fixed. We can improve that. And if you have only one, I was in the army, and we had this, I wrote one poem that our life is like bullet. Дни и годы пролетают быстро, оглянуться некогда назад, жизнь дана короткая, как выстрел. Плохо, если холостой заряд. А у вас всегда на сердце чисто? От невзгод не прятались вы в щель. Жизнь дана короткая, как выстрел. Если так, то выстрел только в цель. Means day and night flying like seconds. Оглянуться некогда назад. There's no time to look back even. So quick. Already my hair getting white. Oh no, man, half life gone. Like seconds. Жизнь дана короткая, как выстрел. Our life is so short, like a bullet whistle. Like one bullet. Only like whistle the bullet. And very sad when we miss the goal. We miss that, bullseye. Oh no. Only one bullet and we miss it. So, are you scared? Do you have guts? Better you make sure that your life will reach the goal. That's the point. And another one I wrote, I may or may not be pure, that's okay. Я знаю, что не готов, но долг прогоняет грусть. Метла выметает дом, хоть веник грязный пусть. Means I know that I'm not ready, but sense of duty forcing me to do responsibility. Broom may be dirty, but it cleans the room. Room is clean. Even broom is dirty, that's okay. But room is clean, shining, see? And broom may be dirty, but it did his business. So that's what Prabhupada said. Bhalo na bhalo matra seva kori. You're pure or not pure. Don't think less about yourself. Simply less think about yourself. Don't think about yourself. Think about God. Think about others. Suhridam sarva bhutanam. That's real sadhu. He always has compassion for others. Even people throwing stone at you, give them flower. That's okay. So that's why in human life we have a gift, an opulence and treasure. The true devotees of the Lord who want to give him pleasure. Keep Guru's order in the heart. Example his behold. To whom you meet, give Krishna's feet 2 lotuses to hold. Don't worry profit or the loss. Surrender life to Supreme Boss. And far and wide, try spread his fame by chanting sweet and holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's all. That's our program. And be happy always. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. And you have to be inspired before you expire. And you have to try to ignite others also. This guy still is useless guy. But still, sometimes people are so much useless, they don't want, but you have to always help them. Never mind how much time it will take, until he will completely dry. Even after a long time, sometimes what to do? You have to help him. Don't hesitate to help everyone. Giving hand will never be empty. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Does it make sense? Yeah, it's for you.